X is a random variable with PDF given below. Let t is equal to x squared. Find the PDF of t. So, as is usual in these transformation problems, even if you have to find the PDF of the new variable, you first have to start by finding the CDF. So the CDF of t is f of t, and that's the probability that big T is less than or equal to little t. And now big T is x squared, so probability x squared is less than or equal to t. And now in an inequality, when you take square root of both sides, you know that you will get negative x is between negative square root of t to positive square root of t. And that probability, by definition, is the integral from negative square root t to positive square root t of the PDF of x. But the PDF splits up. It has one value for the negative x's and another value for the positive x's. So when x is negative, it's 2e4x. And that's what will happen as long as x is between negative square root t to 0. That's the negative portion for the x. So here it's 2e4x, and then 0 to square root t, it's the positive portion for the x, and over there the PDF was e to the negative 2x. So the integral of e to the ax is e to the ax by a. So this is 2e4x by 4, and this is e to the negative 2x over negative 2. And then we substitute the limits. 2 over 4 is a half. E to the 0 is 1 minus e to the 4, e to the negative 4 square root t when you substitute negative square root t for x. Similarly here, this is a negative half constant. And then upper limit is square root t, so it'll be e to the negative 2 square root t, and lower limit is 0, e to the 0 is 1. So this is a half. When you distribute it, this is a half, and this will also be a negative half times negative 1, so positive half, so half plus half is 1. And then we just rewrite this term and this term after distributing the half. And this was the big F. And now the little f is the derivative of the big F. And the derivative of 1 is 0. Here, negative half is a multiplied constant. And then the derivative of e to the negative 4 square root t will be e to the negative 4 square root t times derivative of negative 4 square root t. And derivative of negative 4 square root t will be negative 4 over 2 square root t. Remember that square root t occurs so often that it helps if we know the derivative of it. The derivative of square root t always ends up being 1 over 2 square root t. So that's the 1 over 2 square root t part, and then the negative 4 was the constant. And the same over here. And finally, this 4 and this is 2, this is 2, so everything cancels out, and negative negative is a positive. So you just left with e to the negative 4 square root t on the top and square root t on the bottom. And similarly here, 2 and 2 cancel out, so you have a 2 square root t in the bottom, and e to the negative 2 square root t on the top. And this ends up being choice A. It's just written, they wrote this term, the second term first, plus the second, and the first term is second, but its addition doesn't matter. So it was A.